Bon Bonsoir à tous. Welcome to the last game of day 3 at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 at the Palais des Sports in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, between Cameroon and Mali. Both teams have a win over South Sudan in Group B, and tonight the heavyweights collide with more than just points on the line. Earlier today we saw Uganda stamp Senegal 73-70 to get the first place in the quarterfinals, followed by Mozambique and the defending champions Nigeria with that victory. Let's quickly look at the standings here in Group D. Cameroon, Mali and South Sudan at the bottom. This is a battle for top place here in Group D, and the action will decide who will stay unbeaten and have an extra 2 days here. Asha Kamkesha here, and with me, two-time African champion and former WNBA player Ifi Ibekwa. Ifi, how excited are you for this fixture?
I've been waiting for this game all day long. This is going to be a tough game for Group B. Cameroon, Mali, and South Sudan have been in this group, and these two teams are coming here tonight to compete to be in first place.
Mali denied Cameroon a place in their first final in 2021 in Yaoundé. Very intense fixture and matchup that ended 52-51. So there is revenge on the cards here for the Lionesses of Cameroon. But a place in the quarterfinals is what these two teams will be more interested in.
Only 5 returners from Mali looking to make a statement here in this game against Cameroon.
Both teams, of course, chasing momentum here and just hoping that they can get that W at the end of this game. As we look at the technical staff there of Mali, Umaru Sidia, who's assisted by Hamshet Tumaiga, and on the other side, Cameroon. Look at the players, game mode.
Cameroon is a team that has half of their old players, but new faces here, and they've been shining. They played yesterday, they beat South Sudan. That was a tough game, and the turnaround was less than 24 hours to be back here playing against Mali.
They have the quality to play heavy minutes here. It's tournament basketball, and you can see how fit they are. They've been preparing and waiting for this moment for a very long time, and the excitement there from all the players as they get ready to line up for the national anthems.
Commissaire au match, Madame Joy Aboki Olinga. Arbitre en chef, Monsieur Maniste, assisté de Monsieur Laroussi et de Monsieur Gaga. Je vous prie de vous tenir debout pour les hymnes. Et nous commençons par l'hymne du Mali. S'il vous plaît, tout le monde debout. La sécurité, veillez à ça. Merci. Et on ne marche pas. Hymne national du Mali.
emotional there for both sets of players as it dawns on them that they're representing their nations here. Mali against Cameroon, two great sporting nations, two very successful basketball nations, but Mali the most successful at the youth level, and most of these players just being able to come alive here on the senior national team. Iffy, what are your expectations here today?
I expect this game to be a good game. Both teams will come out here and play hard till the end.
Well, there you have the referees of this game. Mikel Manist from Estonia, Adlen Larouchi from Algeria, and Didier Gaga from Rwanda. Mali just getting a feel of the court here. They started their campaign against South Sudan, managed to get over a scare there at the end, winning by 2 points against the tournament debutants. And coach of Mali there, Umaru Sidia, he's coached most of these players at the junior level, won multiple continental titles, and just in charge of the senior national team now.
Group B was, I think personally, one of the strongest groups in this tournament. You have Cameroon, Mali, and South Sudan fighting their way to have a win today. These teams both have a win. They played against South Sudan, so it was a good game.
Absolutely, and there you have the referees. It's an all-male crew to handle this last game here. We expect it to be physical, but also quality basketball here on the continent. Well, starting five here for Mali: Fone Sissoko, Aminata Sangare, Alima Dembele, Sika Kone, the WNBA player, and Geneva Ndiaye, the captain of this Malian side.
Yeah, see Mali start the game really aggressive, looking inside to Kone. She didn't play much in the first game because she was in foul trouble. She only ended up with 3 points and 7 rebounds, so I expect them to go to her early in the game.
Umaru Sidia, one of the legends of Malian basketball, just looking on from the courtside as we take a look at the starting five here for Cameroon. Jolie Beleka, Jessica Thompson, Marguerite Effa, Marina Eodo, the captain of this team, and Karine Zilatsa.
A very strong five for Cameroon. 4 players in double digits in their game yesterday, so I definitely know that they have the hot hand to continue to contribute on the offensive board.
Ahmed Bombo Joya, he's been with this team at least for the last 4 years. Almost took them to that final in 2021 in front of their home fans, but now they'll have to try and do it away from home. They have a quality team, Cameroon, the indomitable Lionesses, and they will face their biggest test at the tournament so far when they come up against Mali.
Both teams were laser focused. Warming up here, they are ready to play in this game.
We have 1 minute until tip-off. Both sets of players ready, locked in. Body language in the right place there. You can see the final touches here from the coaches, just making sure that they get ready. Mali, they'll want to see more from Sika Kone, drafted 29th overall in the 2022 WNBA draft by the New York Liberty, gone on to play for Chicago Sky, and Minnesota Lynx brings that experience here to these players. Most of them have also played at the youth FIBA basketball World Cups. But now they seek that success as well at the senior level. It's almost game time here, Iffy. It is the green that stands out there for Mali. It's also one of the primary colors for Cameroon, but as we've seen already, they will be wearing the white and red today.
Both teams are eager to play this game and get that win to keep them and propel them into first place.
Well, Cameroon have already shown that they mean business here. One of the teams that have their eyes on the court. They have size, they have experience, they're hungry for success. Well, off we go. Mali get the ball possession. Silatsa with the immediate steal there to get things going here for Cameroon. Beleka scanning the court, finds Thomas, drives on the left, attempts a fast basket. Dembele with the easy rebound there for Mali. Diaye. There's contact there, and Cameroon regain the ball possession. Efa goes on the left, looks for options, finds Silatsa, makes the attempt and doesn't go. Sika Kone.
Already it's been a high-tempo game with the first 45 seconds.
You can see that both of these teams mean business. The drums are out loud here at the Palais des Sports. Sika Kone turns around, and Silatsa uses her body to stop her from scoring. And we see the fast points of this game. Incredible there from Mali, Aminata Sangare.
Mali looking for Kone on that block, but couldn't finish her rebound, so she got the ball and passed it to her teammate on the perimeter.
Cameroon looking to make amends here. Silatsa under the basket, up against Sika Kone. Ball stolen here as Geneva Jai, the captain, runs to the basket. There's a foul, but she's okay. Just the sportswomanship there, just to make sure that she's okay. But the tap there, Geneva Jai, as Thomas tries to slap the ball away. She'll go to the free throw line.
Jai had 10 points in the game against South Sudan, so look for her to continue to tap hard to the paint.
Captain, fantastic there with her first point of this game. And Mali up to 3. Cameroon yet to score. Geneva Jai gets the second one. 0-4. Jessica Thomas finds Efa. Thomas again, checks the inside, gets the ball to Eduardo from the baseline. The ball doesn't drop, easy rebound there, quick transition. Sika Kone with a turnaround, 2 points.
What a move for Kone. Spin move and laid it up strong.
That is the hat of a champion. We've seen that already here. Team starting very strong. Jumper and the fast points here for Cameroon from Beleka.
Beleka did amazing with 16 points in the game against South Sudan, and she's definitely one of the newcomers here on the senior national team for Cameroon.
Rebuilding a new team here, Cameroon. They lose possession there, Mali. Just a bit of miscommunication.
Mali.
Good job down there from Sika Kone. Jessica Thomas looking for a screen, uses it. Thanks to Silatsa, she goes to the basket, and Sika Kone with the rebound. There's an outlet already. Dembele uses the baseline, but there's a steal, but great awareness from Efa.
Dembele did an amazing job, 18 points against South Sudan, and these were the statistics for the last game. She had to step up because Kone was in foul trouble, so I definitely know she's going to continue to set the pace for this team.
Efa scanning and just making sure that all her teammates are aware. Sikakone on the inside, turns around once again. Great hands there from Ewodu, finds the option there. Beleka on the left, Silatsa with the screen. Efa. Jessica Thomas, there's pressure on the ball there from Sissoko. Jessica Thomas misses.
A great move from Jessica Thomas, but she has to connect and finish that basket.
Back-to-back baskets there from Sikakone, already up to 4 points here.
Mali is making up for not having Kone on the floor for their first game and giving her the basket where she does her work best.
That is already 1 more point than she had in the last game. Silatsa with her fast points here today.
This is definitely a high-intensity, high-paced game.
Sissoko looking for the right move here. Jenebanjai, air ball. Silatsa with the rebound, and Beleka coming down on the right, goes to the top of the key. She's double teamed, but gets the ball to Efa. Efa looking for options, gives her pivot. Jessica Thomas, beats Sissoko, fakes her, attempts a three, hits the rim, but doesn't get in. Dembele. Sissoko drives on the left, protects the ball, gets it to Jenebanjai, twist and turns, and Efa in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, good take from her, but she just couldn't connect.
Jessica Thomas trying to throw everything in this game, slow the game down. Ewodu, top of the key. Beleka. You look at the way the Cameroon are playing, and she drops the 2 points there.
I really like the movement of Beleka. She has a sort of bounce in her step when she's attacking the basket.
That fadeaway is just a nice look there, speaks to her quality. Mali looking. Sissoko drives into the paint. Sikakone with the rebound, but Ewodu straighters. And Jessica Thomas with the timeout, but Sikakone does enough to get it back. Jenebanjai. Right place, right time for Dembele.
It was only a matter to connect for those 2 offensive rebounds for Mali.
So much is happening here. Cameroon looking to close that gap as Beleka. Ball just rotates inside the rim there as Ewodu gets a steal. Silatsa calms things down. Jessica trying to get instructions across, and Efa will stretch out for the three-pointer. Good rebound from Aminata Sangare. Sissoko gets the ball to Sangare. And the ball gets to the foot there, and Silatsa will be replaced by Dulcie Van Kamp. She's done a great job since she's been on the court here.
Yeah, she has, and Haidara just checked in. That is one Malian player that also didn't have the best game against South Sudan, but she can score at will.
There you go, Sangare with the backhand. 2 points for Mali.
That was a fantastic move.
Ewodu, we know she can shoot from that range and tries to get to the ball. Efa with a good rebound. Van Kamp, can she score? Gets the ball to Jessica Thomas.
And when Jessica Thomas is hot, she is hot. She had 19 points in her game against South Sudan, leading the way for Cameroon.
That's her first points here today against Mali, and they've closed that down to just 3 points. with Dembele going up, and there's a foul that has been called. Sikakone got her hands on the ball, and there was contact. Effa with the good pass inside there. Van Camp to Jessica Thomas. Swish. It was just net after that.
Cameroon in a zone defense to clog the paint because they know that Mali wants to go to Kone on that block.
Beleka getting all the high fives from the bench there for Cameroon. It is still Mali ball. Dembele looking for options here. The best line finds Haidara. Sangare, Sikakone takes one dribble. Jumper!
I know she's happy for the way that she has started this game because she wasn't able to play so much minutes in the last game.
She's up to 6 points there, Sikakone. Van Camp. And Mali will restart here. Calm, collected here from Mali. And there's a miss there. Khadija Maiga. Sikakone has done a good job so far. 6 points in the opening minutes here of the first quarter, as we see Diana Balayera come on for the first time here today. So many substitutions from both of these teams.
I think because they are playing hard.
It's very intense. Jessica Thomas. Ewodo. Effa. Cameroon trying out their plays, and there's a swat there as Haidara runs down the lane. 2 against 1. What's the decision? She makes the bucket.
And that's the quality of play that Mali is used to seeing her getting up and defending against Jessica Thomas as she takes the steal and goes up over Edouard and Cameroon. And Haidara was able to do that in the first game. She had 0 points, but now she has 2.
She's found her rhythm here, perhaps just getting a bit of that confidence from Sikakone. They take a 7-point lead here, but Cameroon, they must react. Cameroon, Tiencho, Effa, Fex Maiga goes to the basket. The rebound, but what energy from Rukia Doumbia, who's just fresh and just coming onto the court there to contribute here. Balayera with the one dribble, goes to Haidara, gives the ball to Maiga. 2 points for Mali.
I love the way Mali has been moving the ball on offense, finding their open woman and getting the best shot.
And that's something that they've continued to do here. Tienchu, Jessica Thomas. Every move here is important for the indomitable Lionesses. Jessica Thomas with a 3-pointer. It doesn't get in, just comes off the glass. Rukia Doumbia finds Haidara. They know each other from playing at the under-16s and under-18s for Mali. Well, Cameroon will have yet another opportunity to take their score to double digits here. They have 9 points and 8.4 seconds to play in the first quarter. The clock is ticking here. Jessica Thomas must make a decision, gets the ball to Van Camp, air ball. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Cameroon 9-18 for Mali after the first period here. And just frustrating for Cameroon as they tried to get things going, but they haven't yet found that rhythm.
We've seen so many different sequences throughout the games today. So it's not a shocker that this is what it is right now, because you really never know.
Yeah, you really never know indeed. But there's so much energy within the Malian team here. But let's look at the numbers here. 1 3-pointer for Cameroon. 8 for 14 from the field for Mali, 57%. And the 27% for Cameroon has really been the problem there.
Yeah, they've been getting good shots that they would normally take, but they're just not falling. So hopefully they come out, back out on the court in the second quarter and have that confidence.
Well, let's take a look at the fast quarter plays here.
Just a strong attack, first opening moments for Mali. And Sika Kone going in strong. She didn't play much the first game, but she's back as she usually does, going up strong. And then Ebi will have that steal.
Yeah, absolutely. Cameroon, Silatsa there, connecting once again with the 2 points. It's just the energy that she brings into that paint for Cameroon whenever she is on the court.
Seems like Mali is the one that has the most energy right now, and the score does reflect that.
Yeah, you can see the way that they've really approached that, the backhanded baskets there, everything that they have. But looking at your screen, you can download the Courtside 1891 app with live streams and schedules and scores of everything happening in the FIBA world. But of course, stay tuned for everything happening here in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket in Abidjan, in Côte d'Ivoire. Now here we go for the second quarter. Beleka gets the ball to Jessica Thomas, but there's a foul on Haidara. Quite unnecessary there. She's the first player of Mali to foul here in this game. Jessica Thomas brings the ball down. Looking around, trying to find ways to penetrate and attack the paint. They go out. Beleka attempts the three there, but Fankam with the all-important rebound tries to use the board, and it doesn't work out. Dumbia gets a hold of the ball but loses it.
Again, good ball movement from Cameroon. They're just not finishing.
Now when you look at Cameroon, they just need to lock in and get a couple of things going for them at this point.
Kind of want to see a white jersey attack the basket and get to the free throw line.
That's what Jessica Thomas has been trying to do here. And they inbound successfully. Silatsa. Thomas attempts the three-pointer. And Silatsa is in the right place at the right time to get that rebound.
One of the veteran players for Cameroon.
They lose the ball yet again. It's a bit concerning here for Cameroon.
Yeah, unnecessary turnovers at the wrong time. They don't need that. They need something that's going to have them be in momentum.
Dumbia finds Sira John from the baseline, and it drops. Kadidia Maiga, very lethal from behind the arc there for Mali. 20 points for Mali. Cameroon with 9. They have to react. Silatsa attacks the paint. The ball is swatted away. And you can see the involvement of Haidara on every play as she swats the ball away.
She's playing better in this game, bringing the energy as she didn't have that in the first game.
Fankam, Silatsa, top of the key. There's a lot of movement happening there. Beleka, Dumbia trying to guard her, she tries to go to the right. And there's a shot clock violation.
Mali is putting the pressure on Cameroon in tonight's game.
And that pressure is paying off. Sira Chono gets the ball to Rukia Dumbia. Maiga Balayera misses. And this transition here, Jessica Thomas fakes, tries to look for options here. There's a walk, another enforced error
Cameroon needs to slow down on their offense and just be poised when they're trying to set their offense so they can get the best shot.
8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Balayera finds Maiga under the bucket. There's a Cameroonian wall, and they've done great there, but they don't get the ball possession. Maiga with a jumper, beautifully done there. She's really done a great job from the field.
Maiga with 6 points and another opportunity for Mali to score off of that rebound.
They really are slipping away here. They're cruising and enjoying every moment that they are on the court. Cameroon need to find options here, and the ball is stolen.
Mali is playing aggressive hands defense that is making Cameroon out of their sorts and out of their rhythm on offense.
The steals are really standing out here for Mali, and they've done a good job on defense. Sira Chono, Sira, back to Rukia Doumbia. Sira Chono with the attempt, and the ball comes off Damaris Emedi. And the coach, Ahmed Bombonjoya, just encouraging the players and telling them to get into this game. Rukia saves the ball there. Maiga back to Haidara, looks for Doumbia from the baseline. The ball rattles and doesn't get on the inside there. Jessica Thomas finds Beleka, misses. Rukia Doumbia with the rebound, 3 against 1, and there's a foul on Beleka.
And sometimes when you see a team play less than 24 hours and have to be back on the court, this is kind of what it looks like. They're tired, but trying to give so much energy, but Cameroon just seems like they can't connect.
Yes, indeed, and you see that's why the coach is trying a couple of combinations. Mali, of course, with the extra day of rest there, and the winner here will also have an extra 2 days before the quarterfinals. Maiga with another attempt from the field. This time she misses. Cameroon looking for redemption here. Jessica Thomas, basket. Finally, those 2 points for Cameroon.
You would like to see that from Thomas, as she's the floor general for Cameroon.
That's the first points for Cameroon in this second quarter in 4 minutes of play time. Maiga. Chono attempts the 3, doesn't drop. Great reaction there from Cameroon. Can they make it count this time? Ewodo releases it nicely. The follow through is just beautiful to see.
Yeah, this is where we see Cameroon's pace playing at their tempo and not into Mali's hands. So they had 2 back-to-back scores.
They managed to reduce that scoreline there. Balayera, Chono, Rukia Doumbia. Haidara drives and attacks the paint, finds Balayera, and there's a foul. Fancam will be the guilty party here, and Balayera has an opportunity to make it count.
Mali already has 9 offensive rebounds to Cameroon's 5, and that's where they keep getting their second chance points, and that is why Balayera is on that free throw line.
Yeah, Balayera has to make sure that she extends that lead. 1 more chance here to make it count. Makes it, and now we have an 11-point lead for Mali.
We see Mali in a full court press right now.
Beleka looking to create some magic here. Beleka from the top of the key. The defense is not having it. Fancam from the best line turns around, 2 extra points for Cameroon.
A great move on that baseline to get 2 more buckets on the scoreboard.
Maestro there with the ball. Fancam just quick touch on the ball.
That's just too easy for Cameroon to let those cutters get wide open for Mali.
Mama Cisse with her fast points there for Mali. Beleka drives into the paint, and there's just enough Malian players to stop her. And the 1-2 there from Kamite Dabu. Cheno. Mama Cisse, 4 points for her already coming off the bench.
Mali is just playing to their rhythm right now in this game.
And that's just really working for them here, Ife.
They know what's at stake in this game, to be #1 in Group B's bracket.
Yeah, the winner here will get an automatic slot in the quarterfinals. That's why both of these teams are throwing everything at them. Balayera will be faulted for that foul.
Even as you said, Mali had a day of rest, and that did wonders for them because they look fresh on the court right now.
Absolutely, that's the fast foul for Balayera, and just the second team foul in this second quarter.
Il faut qu'on ferme la raquette. On ne peut pas, ils font soit le high-low, soit ici. Il faut qu'on ferme.
Les deux là, ils doivent défendre ici.
Ici. Il faut qu'on ferme ici. Là. Là. On ferme la raquette. Si elles doivent shooter de l'extérieur, pas dans la raquette. OK? On ferme la raquette. On attaque. Vous jouez onside or horns. OK? Onside or horns. Right? On est patient.
Well, there it is from Coach Mbomba Joya, just telling the Cameroonian players to keep it tight and try to limit the way that it's easy for Mali to penetrate into the paint. But Maika has been superb from the field every time that she's touched the ball, and she's been able to amass 6 points here for Mali.
Playing amazing, Maika. Came into this game and was prepared to fight as she has 6 points.
Jessica Thomas here on the inbound. Beleka finds Emedi, gets back her own rebound, falls to the floor.
In that timeout for Cameroon, you heard the floor general Thomas saying, it's not about basketball, it's about the energy. So right now you see that drive to the basket, even though it was a miss, the energy to get the offensive board, and she just stepped on the line.
Well, at this point, everything is about adrenaline. Yes, they're tired, but they have to dig deep if they want to really avoid going to the knockout phases the hard way. Sissoko, she's been really the go-to player here. And Sika Kone with another basket for Mali, and she's up to 8 points.
Yeah, she's doing amazing. She's bringing the energy for Mali.
Leading all scorers in this game here, Sika Kone. That WNBA experience is working out for her here. Jessica Thomas, there's no one to pick the rebound for Cameroon. Sissoko trying to look for options here. Sira Chan. Sissoko misses, and Van Camp gets a hand to the ball.
We'll see if they're able to execute on this offensive play.
Cameroon. Mali are really playing a very tight zone there as Sira Chono gets to Sika Kone. Looking for options, attempts the three, and it drops for Mali.
Way to be ready on that perimeter to shoot. Chinu was ready to score.
That's their first three-pointer here. Mali, 1 from 9 attempts, and they're up to 33. Beleka. Emedi. Rebound goes to Sika Kone.
Mali is playing amazing defense, amazing up-in-your-face defense towards Cameroon.
And it's really working for them here. Ewodo, good energy there. Jessica Thomas, Beleka from the baseline gets inside the paint. Van Camp looking for options. Everyone has touched the ball here for Cameroon. Ewodo doesn't get it. The rebound goes to Mama Cisse. Mali have really done a good job on the rebounds, 26 in total. 17 of those are defensive. Sissoko finds Sika Kone, top of the key. The ball goes to Chono. It's an air ball. She's trying to fight against time. We're under 1 minute here in the second quarter. Beleka with all the space, and she makes no mistake.
I mean, she was wide open with that confidence to be like, hey, this is my shot right now, and I'm going to take it.
Second there for Cameroon. Sissoko. Sika Kone, the pass and the idea was good, but there was a Cameroonian wall there. Ewodo, Emedi, and Van Camp. There's a substitution on the floor. Efa returns, and Van Camp will take a break. Beleka as well.
Cameroon in a zone defense.
Three-pointer, clean, sweet, and nice for Mali as they extend their lead here to 36 points.
This is a strong Malian team that you see right here.
Jessica Thomas with the jumper. Great reaction there for Cameroon as they go towards the halftime break. 18-21 there after the three-pointer, and 36 for Mali. Mali will be pleased with their first half performance there. The fans really giving them that energy, but the numbers out there: 8 points for Sika Kone, Maiga with 6, Sangara with 4, and Beleka and Jessica Thomas with the 7 for Cameroon. It's just really been evenly balanced there, Iffy.
Yeah, I mean, Mali came to play. They're very focused in today's game. As we look at the statistics right now, and the rebound, Mali with 27 now. Cameroon has 15, and the turnovers are equal, but look at the assists. Mali with 12 and Cameroon with 4.
And these players have really done a good job here of sharing that ball. You've spoken about their assists as a team, and 3 for Sira Chono, who came off the bench. Sissoko, who started her first game here with the 3 assists as well. But the contribution has been immense, with Sika Kone getting 10 rebounds and 8 points. It's just 2 away from the double-double. Impeccable from Mali, who have shown resilience and focus. They're locked in, and they've shown their quality here.
Yeah, when she's in the game, she really knows how to battle. Already 10 rebounds with 8 points. I mean, she can do it all, but here you see Jessica Thomas going in and trying to make something shake for Cameroon as she has 7 points.
Yeah, the 7 points have come at the right time. Eduardo finding her range on the baseline. They just have to keep finding her because she has the ability to shoot those threes and also the jumpers inside the paint. And just looking at the substitutes there of Mali, they've done a great job of bringing that energy and supporting Sika Kone and the rest of the starting five. But the three-pointers have stood out here for Mali, 2 of them after 11 attempts.
You can see the difference of play when Sika Kone is in the game and really rallying up her team when she's not, as far as the first game of South Sudan.
Yeah, fantastic job here from both of these teams, and just really good quality basketball here on day 3 of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Certainly had the makings of comeback, but there is Peso powering up. Shallow feeds Kaba. Kaba trying to work inside. Oh, beautiful move. That is picture perfect on the interior.
I love a good footwork from post players. That's what Kaba does best.
From Lea Donge, it's the energy with which she plays every time that she is on the court.
Beleka pulls back. Deng does a good job to stay in front, but Beleka does better as she puts it up and in. South Sudan, they get the ball back. That's what I meant, Usher. Washington drives it in, and Washington picks up the score. Chance here on the break. It's open, but access is denied, and that's sent back. Angola have got to find a way to finish close to the rim. There's the 2 blocks. Ball goes out.
Rosine Michoniza attempts the 3 points, makes it. It was all about the net there. It's a swish, nicely done from Michoniza.
Ibrahim showing some great footwork. Wow. What a superb finish. Fancy footwork there from Ibrahim. Driving in, sent right back, and Lamunu has a message for Mara on the defensive end.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back from that halftime break. It is Mali in a farm lead here, 15 points difference against Cameroon, who have 20. But what has stood out here for you, statistically speaking, Ife?
I mean, the bench points for Mali has been 19 to Cameroon's 2. And you see Kone has 8 points, 10 rebounds, and Sika Akol has 3 assists.
Yeah, it has really been basketball from the Malians here. And Sika Kone just 2 points away from a double-double.
She's been playing amazing for her team. And you can tell, like I said before the half, you can tell when she's on the court and the vibe and the energy this team brings.
Yes, indeed. 18 points in the paint there for Mali. But let's look at the leaders here for Cameroon. 7 points for Jessica Thomas, 4 rebounds for Silata, and just 1 assist for Jessica Thomas.
I mean, overall, as a team, they have 4 assists, and that's just not enough. You want to have that ball movement to get the great opportunities to shoot, and that's credit to Mali's defense.
Cameroon were heard in that huddle with Jessica emphasizing that this is about passion. It's just not about basketball. What could have been said in the halftime break there in the dressing room to get these players going, Ify?
I mean, sometimes when you're down and you know that you can be playing better, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, what can I bring to this game? As we see Jessica here, Thomas warming up with 7 points. What can I bring to this game in energy? It doesn't have to reflect on the stat sheet. It could be speaking, defense, rebounding, boxing out, diving for loose ball, taking charges, and that's what they need. Someone on Cameroon needs to step up, as Jessica Thomas is trying to do, and help her out on the offensive end.
Speaking about help, Marguerite Effa was able to score 12 points against South Sudan, 10 for Dulcie Funkamp. And so far here, Marguerite is yet to even score a point in this game. So that's what you're talking about, Ify.
Yeah, I mean, you have the players from Cameroon play amazing in the game yesterday against South Sudan. So you want those same players, Edu, Effa, Sisela, to step up and contribute in this game.
Yesterday we saw Cameroon attack the paint there against South Sudan, and Jessica Thomas herself just was able to convert 9 of 11 on the free throw line, but we haven't seen much of that here today.
Oh, I mean, they've been going to the basket only, free throw line 4 times for Mali, and for Cameroon, 0. So that goes to show Cameroon, you're not being aggressive, you're not really attacking the basket because you haven't went to the free throw line.
And that's very concerning there. But for Mali, the coach is giving the final instructions there.
I think both teams know what to do coming in this quarter.
Onside, okay, on flash, right? Allez, go, go, go.
Well, there it is. You have that QR code on your screen. You can download the Courtside 1891 and get all the live scores, schedules from the FIBA family, and everything going on at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 in Côte d'Ivoire. The third quarter, Beleka, Jessica Thomas tries to get into the paint, attempts the jumper there. Sika Kone with the rebound, picking up from where she stopped earlier. She's already in double digits in the rebounds column.
And she's only going to get some more defensive rebounds. If I was Cameroon, I would be jumping to the opportunity to get some offensive boards.
Great play there from Mali, but Dembele is unable to connect on the board as Beleka attempts the 3. Sika Kone once again, a second rebound here in the third quarter. Mali, Sissoko, back to Sangare, trying to run the play, the bigs, and now on the inside, Dembele looking Standing takes the shot. It's an air ball. And there's a shot clock violation. Great defense there from Cameroon.
The third quarter is the quarter that you want to give your all. It's the quarter that sets you apart from the rest of the game.
And here we go now. Cameroon just looking for their fast points in this third quarter. Jessica looking relaxed. Effer as well. Tries to get to Dulcie Van Camp. Eduardo. Good chemistry between the two players.
And that's what you want to see, that fluidity of Cameroon on offense.
Eduardo is up to 4 points now, 67% from the field. Dembele goes to the left once again. Shot doesn't drop. Sika fighting for the ball and finally gets into the hands of Sissoko. She drives to the basket. Dulcie Van Camp, size, energy, precision, gets the rebound. Jessica Thomas, Effa up against Sika Kone. Van Camp with the rebound, but the Malians just hustle enough to get the rebound.
Yeah, that's a great offensive board for Van Camp, but she wasn't able to finish.
Dembele, Sissoko, Geneva Jai. That's Aminata Sangare, Sika Kone. Beautifully done. Fast points here for Mali in the third quarter.
It's just amazing how she's been playing. She has 12 rebounds and 10 points in this game so far.
That's a double-double, typical of a quality player like her. And another rebound here for Mali.
Oh man, Mali is on the boards both on offense and defense in this game. Cameroon needs to focus and lock in if they want to cut this lead.
Geneva Jai finds Sika Kone. They're looking and just using the clock there. No pressure. Sissoko finds Geneva Jai. There's a bit of contact on the ball there as Effer. The ball is stolen by Geneva Jai. Her attempt just hits the rim and tries to make amends. There's a foul on Jessica Thomas. That is the first foul of this third quarter. Let's look at the replay there. Sissoko finding Sika Kone with that hook shot and the 2 points here for Mali. And Sika once again with that beautiful attempt. Still a 15-point lead here as Geneva Jai attempts to score from the free throw line, misses the first one. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Geneva Jai misses. Cameroon look relaxed and try to go down and just take it one possession at a time here, Ify.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the momentum and the pace that they're playing. I mean, this is a great drive from Jessica Thomas to get something going for Cameroon.
We spoke about this in the halftime break, and you can see that that is something that if she continues doing, they'll get some points on the board, attacking the defense here. And Mali look like they don't have answers. But 24 points for Cameroon in the third quarter is just not good enough. Sissoko, Dembele finds Sangare with the fake, drives to the back end. There's a foul. She'll go to the free throw line. Let's see who that goes to. Shooting two. Three personal fouls now for Jessica Thomas. They need her to stay on the court for as long as possible.
You know, she's trying to do everything that she can, but having 3 fouls right now for Cameroon is not what they need because they need her in the game.
Here we go with Aminata Sangare, 1 for 1 on the free throw line. Makes the second one. And she's up to 6 points.
You can see the rebounds here, 21 for Cameroon and 33 for Mali. They're just out-rebounding them on both ends of the floor.
The foul called on Sissoko. She was trying to put pressure on Jessica Thomas, but Thomas able to contain the pressure. It's been a 14-point game here. It's a very low-scoring game, iffy.
Yeah, it is. And hopefully Cameroon is able to pick that energy up and get some momentum moving.
Van Kamp. 1 against 3. She drops the basket there for Cameroon, and finally they can breathe a little. It's up to 4 points here, 33% from the field. Sangare, Dembele gets the ball to Sissoko. Sissoko, bounce pass into the paint. Ball is almost stolen there. Geneva Jai had her back to the basket, but finally good defense there from Cameroon.
They definitely needed that good defense possession to make something move for them. So hopefully they, usually defense creates offense, and we want to see that in this possession that Cameroon has on offense.
And it looks like Mali are putting full court pressure on Cameroon. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Mali definitely got out that zone, so hopefully this helps.
That's a beautiful pass. Good eyes there from Jessica Thomas.
I've always said if you can do something once, you can do it again. 10 points in the paint for Cameroon as Jessica Thomas sees her teammate playing on the backside of a Mali jersey.
And that really looks good there for Cameroon. 9 points already in the third quarter. They've limited Mali to just the 4. And things are starting to go for them.
Mais calmez-vous, jouez tout notre temps. Et si on ne peut pas mettre la balle à l'intérieur pour un jeu ici, il faut qu'on trouve des tirs extérieurs, mais des tirs vraiment bien choisis. En défense, maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'elles font? Elles font de la fixation ici, sur Sika. Naturellement, il y a une fille qui doit être là. Non, Edikaja, d'accord, mais la minute est là. Il faut que toi, tu puisses la jouer à 3 quarts. Pour que l'autre vienne en assistance. C'est clair? Le panier.
Well, there it is from both sets of players, but for Mali, Sika Kone with the double-double, 13 rebounds, 10 points. Halfway through the third quarter, she's shown what she can do in terms of her quality, but they need her to stay in this game and contribute more.
I mean, she's been doing amazing so far, as her presence on the court definitely disrupts the offense of Cameroon.
And she hasn't even fouled yet in this game, so that works for them.
Yeah, her efficiency is very high.
There's a foul that has been called on Sangare.
Full court pressure you see here that Mali is doing.
She'll go to the bench as Maiga returns. And Jessica Thomas coming down the lane. Beleka looking for options, drops the jumper there, easy.
I really love the bounce that she has when she's attacking the basket. She has 9 points in today's game.
Well, the 0 points at halftime on the free throw line for Cameroon until Jessica Thomas made that fast one in the third quarter speaks to how they've not really looked for those options in terms of attacking the basket.
No, they've only went to the free throw line one time, and that's just not enough in a basketball game. But you see here the strong take from Maga as she gets fouled, and she is going to the free throw line. And Molly has been to the free throw line 7 times in this game.
Khadija Maiga, one of the players that have come through the Malian youth system, a champion of Africa at the youth level, and just graduating nicely to the senior team. It's very calm in the way that she's executing here. She's up to 9 points. And Ewodo will take a break, and in comes Kamite Dabu. Full court press here from the Malians. Efa trying to cross the halfway line. The ball is almost stolen, and the ball possession will go to Mali. Great defense there.
Yeah, that's a great defense right here. You see the long arms of a Mali defender.
It's just looking like Mali are in control of their own fate here. 22 bench points for Mali, 6 for Cameroon, and that says a lot. The captain doesn't get what she wanted from that attempt. Geneva Jai. They'll still have the possession here. It's an 11-point game, 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I feel like it's getting louder and louder in this gym. The Mali fans are on their feet cheering so hard in the third quarter.
They love their drums. They love to bring that energy. You can see them. They're relentless. But just doing enough to get the players into a comfortable zone so that they really feel at home in this game and inside the Palais des Sports in Abidjan. Geneva Jai finds Maiga, fakes, takes the attempt, just hits the rim and just not enough there. Jessica Thomas, sorry. Fono. Van Camp loses the ball. Fast break. Geneva Jai, the captain, 2 points.
Mali has been leading this game since tip-off on both ends of the floor. And what is Cameroon going to do?
Well, Cameroon will need to relax and cut out all of the noise from the stands. Beleka, the ball is stolen here. And Geneva Jai will have another opportunity. Sika Kone looks for options here. Haidara, Maiga. Geneva Jai with the attempt on the 3. It's an air ball. And the ball will go to Cameroon.
I mean, even though they did not make that shot, the way that they're playing, you just have to be happy and excited as you see their teammates up on their feet, clapping for them and encouraging them.
And that's what you need. It's teamwork. Everything is about it's about the team. As we see reactions there from the bench, but 6 steals from Mali, 4 for Cameroon, and you can see the energy that they're throwing here. 3 of those 6 steals for Mali have come in this third quarter. Beleka. They're throwing all the bodies on the Fono to Efa. Sikakone with the rebound. Geneva Jai, captain, back-to-back points here in transition, following great defense there for Mali. And now they're really coming alive here inside the Palais des Sports in Abidjan.
We play fast, on joue, on veut jouer vite, on se fait prendre la balle, on prend 2 points dans l'autre côté. Ok? Play, joue 4 pour qu'on ait de la continuité. Il faut qu'ils défendent plus longtemps, ils ne défendent pas plus longtemps. Donc il faut qu'on joue 4, stagger, on travaille. Ok? On travaille. Sinon, on monte la balle, ils nous coupent la balle, ils vont marquer derrière. Patience!
C'est toujours la même qui court, regardez. The ones on the court, be the first one back. If they shoot, be the first one back.
That is from Coach Ahmed Boko Joya. Patience, meaning patience. Just make sure that they get that ball around and get all the options that they can, run down the clock. There's no need to panic here. It is a 15-point game, but still so much basketball to be played. Mali back to the pressure defense. Beleka. Kamita Dabu. Eva Fono just on the court trying to look for the options there. Beleka doesn't get it. There's a rebound on the floor. Mama Sise. Dumbia. Mali just patient enough as Haidara goes to the bucket and draws a foul. Efa is the one that is guilty.
You see Haidara drive hard against Efa, Cameroon, and draws the contact. Exactly what Mali needs to continue to do to lead this team to a win.
Efa goes back to the bench. Should have to rethink what exactly happened there. They cannot make any mistakes here as Amedi takes to the floor. Haidara misses the free throw. 1 minute, 34 seconds to go. Next, the second one. And Mali are up by 47. Cameroon. Jessica Thomas is pressure from Haidara. Jessica Thomas. There's contact as the Malian defense tries to block her from getting on the inside. 1 minute, 11 seconds to play here.
This is a very physical game as Haidara was up on Jessica Thomas on Cameroon, but ended up fouling. This is going to be a physical, high-intensity tournament, and I think all teams know that.
And that can be explained by both teams having 14 fouls at this point in the game. Cameroon ball. Fono on the floor, and Mali just continuing to put pressure. Let's just go back to the words of the coach there. Patience. Jessica Thomas gets the ball to Salisa. Emedi. And the ball will go to Mali. Everything that Mali is doing here is leading to gold. They're playing hard defense and retaining the ball possession and converting on the other side. Rukia Dumbia.
Yeah, they're forcing Cameroon into 11 turnovers in this game.
Maiga. Wow. Top of the key. That looked easy using the board there. 18-point game. And Jessica Thomas with a 3-point attempt. Rukia Dumbia using sign language here because it's very loud inside here. Mama Sise doesn't get inside and she's obviously frustrated. Jessica Thomas. Shenchu. Jessica from the baseline drops the 3-pointer.
Yeah, she's trying. She is 2 for 7 now on the 3-point position. Now she has earned herself 10 points.
Wow, well done there, Haidara. to take us to the end of the third quarter. She's up to 5 points, 34 for Cameroon and 51 for Mali. It's the end of the third quarter. Just one more and we'll know the victor in this one. High fives for the Malians. Now looking at the numbers there, 8 for 11 on the free throw line, and Jessica Thomas, the only player in Cameroon to go to the charity line 1 for 1. That's quite a surprising statistic there, Ify.
I feel like I've never seen that in a basketball game. Just one attempt at the free throw line is just not going to get Cameroon in their rhythm. They need to attack the basket to get some points on the board. But we see here Cameroon doing what they did early in the third quarter to get some points.
Yeah, Eduardo was in the right place at the right time, able to play some good defense, score, block, and just really frustrate Mali. But they found their rhythm here. The Malian Sika Kone has been near perfect here with her 10 points and just continuing to deliver 15 rebounds. Beautiful basketball there from Mali, and Fankam was able to get that good energy and keep them going here. Cameroon, 16 points for Mali in the third quarter, 14 for Cameroon, and Cameroon, the Indomitable Lionesses, will need to do more work.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing so well, trying to continue the rhythm and pace. And you can see Jessica Thomas, 3-point shot while she has 13 points, but that's just not enough right now. So hopefully they come out and show some spark and show some energy and be proud that they have that Cameroon jersey on and fight to the end.
Yeah, the fight will have to be brought to Mali. 27 bench points for Mali, just 6 for Cameroon. It's been a heavy load on the starting 5 here of Cameroon. Jessica Thomas finds Emedi, and there's a foul on Maiga.
I mean, that is a good possession because they're going to the free throw line right now. You see that foul, and Emedi will be shooting 2.
It is her first personal foul there. Khadidia Maiga, as we see Emedi on the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, she misses. Dumbia, Haidara trying to give the option in transition, and Maiga drops the basket under the rim.
That's the same energy Mali has been playing with the whole game and has not been anything short of that.
Eduardo. Mali get themselves the rebound and an opportunity here to extend their lead. Everything really looks to be working for the Malians.
Yeah, they're playing together, passing the ball. They had 18 assists. And when you have more than 15 in a game, that's how you know you're either up or you're playing well on offense.
You can see that in the way that they attack the basket there. Haidara with 2 extra points here.
I really like the way Haidara plays. She didn't have the best game against South Sudan, but she has come in here with energy, having 5 points.
Jessica Thomas still trying to find her range here, but it's not working out, and there's no one to crashing for those rebounds, as we see a very athletic move here, and doesn't get the bucket there. Sira Chono.
You can see the difference in energy and movement. Mali and Cameroon, it's just a different balance. You see here, Maiga just being strong and going up, and then running the floor to get another basket. And that's a great way that Mali has started this fourth quarter.
It is the easy way that they make the game of basketball look. 13 points, 60% from the field there for Khadidia Maiga.
And I like to see other people contributing to the scoreboard and not just Kone.
Yeah, Sierra Chon with her 5th point here for Mali. A low-scoring game, Ify. 8 minutes and a half to play.
I mean, it's low-scoring, but it's that Mali defense that has put Cameroon on their back.
Ewodo. Back to Emedi. Jessica Thompson gets into the paint, but the defense is able to move in a very nice way, and there's a shot clock violation there.
And again, it's credit to the Mali defense. They really watched that game against Cameroon and South Sudan to know that defense is going to win this game for them.
Mali will try to run down the clock on every possession. Rukia finds Chono, and the basket drops from the best line. Wow, that will count as 2 points. She's up to 7.
What Cameroon needs to do right now is just set their offense, set good screens.
But lose the ball there. Haidara, 2 points.
Haidara took the task to defend the playmaker of Cameroon, and she gets the steal and goes up for a layup.
She's up to 9 points here. Ewodo looking for Cameroon's fast points here in the last quarter, gets the steal, and they'll regain the ball.
I don't think Cameroon needs to settle for 3-point shot. They need to settle with getting the ball in the paint and attacking the basket and creating that foul.
Well, Jessica could be listening in to you here, Ify, as she attacks the basket, but doesn't make it count. Sierra Chono, Sierra, Rukia Dumbia finds Haidara, Khadidia Maika, Haidara, and Rukia saves the pass. Dumbia, air ball, 61 points for Mali, 34 for Cameroon with 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go. The players on the court right now for Mali have won African championships together. You can see the chemistry with which they've played together from when they were teenagers, from when they were 13, and they've fought battles together on the African continent, winning gold and going to the FIBA Basketball World Cup at the youth level, under 17, under 19. And just bringing that magic here to this game.
You really have to commend the federation for getting it and starting at the grassroots and at the young age, because now you see the Malian national team playing together cohesively with the chemistry that they have built since they were young.
Absolutely, as Jessica Thomas misses yet another 3-pointer there. Effa with the rebound. Jessica Thomas, she's 2 for 8 from behind the arc. Ewodo finds Effa, takes the jump, and finally the first points for Cameroon in the last quarter.
I mean, that's a breath of fresh air for them, but still behind. They made 2 points in this quarter while Mali has scored 10 points.
That's just not acceptable here for a team that wants to win this game. Haidara finds Sika Kone, and there's a foul.
And that's the thing. Cameroon looks tired, but at the end of the day, Mali doesn't care. They came here to win, and they're battling back. So Cameroon needs to pick up that energy that we see here. Sika Kone getting that foul and going to the free throw line. What can Cameroon do for the rest of the fourth quarter to at least close the gap?
They have to find some rhythm. There's no magic for error here. They really have to stay locked in. It's the first time that Sika Kone is on the free throw line, and she misses her fast. But her contribution has been extraordinary here today. 15 rebounds, 9 of them defensive, 6 of them offensive, and 10 points.
A big gap that I am reading right now is Mali having 43 rebounds, and Cameroon only has 27.
62 points for Mali, 36 for Cameroon. good enough here. Jessica Thomas to the basket, finds Silatsa, and they get one basket over the Malian defense.
That was a good offense for Cameroon, but now they need to really work with their hands up in this 2-3 zone to get a stop.
Geneva Jai, the captain. Dembele, Sikakone affects the Cameroonian defense. Tries to get the hook shot there. It doesn't work. Beleka back on the court and tries to get the basket. She misses. 1 against 4, and that will be a foul on Mali. Let's look at the replay. Great eyes there from Efa to find Beleka as Aminata Sangare established contact. Beleka with the second free throw here for Cameroon today.
Beleka with 10 points in today's game.
There it is, she makes 2 of them, takes Cameroon to 40, 4 minutes, 53 seconds to play. Geneva Jai, Dembele. Valera tries to screen at the top, Dembele with a 3-point attempt. And Sangare gets the rebound, shares it on the outside. Dembele tries to crush in, but they lose the possession. Eduardo gets the ball to Jessica Thomas. Just trying to make sure that the shot clock is showing the right time.
These last 2 possessions for Cameroon has been better than what they've been playing in this 4th quarter. So that's a start, a flow. They've been attacking the basket. They got to the free throw line. They got those chippy layups from that steal. So hopefully they can continue that rhythm to close the gap in this game.
And that's going to be very important for them. You can see the points breakdown there. 9 points for Cameroon in the first quarter, 11 in the second quarter, 14 in the third, and they're up to 6 right now. The other side, Mali with 11 in this last quarter. Jessica Thomas trying to communicate here with her teammates. Bit Sangare. There's movement inside the paint there as Effa attempts a 3, and Silatsa with the rebound. Jessica Thomas once again misses. Silatsa with the rebound. Eduardo looking for options here. There's pressure from Dembele. Beleka checks, attempts the 3. Doesn't go in. Eduardo with the long hands tries to get the ball, and it's a jump ball. Mali with the ball possession.
Even though Cameroon did not score in that possession, they got 2 offensive rebounds. Their energy has been picked up in the end of this 4th quarter. So let them set up in this 1-2-2 zone right now and see what they do to disrupt Mali's offense.
Geneva Jai, the captain of this Malian team, gets the ball to Sangare, uses the best line, beats Effa, and it is a reverse layup. Beautiful to see.
That is so beautiful to see. She has no fear. She has 8 points in this game.
Beleka to Jessica Thomas. You can see the help on the defense there for Mali. A lot of sliding and teamwork, communication. Jessica Thomas doesn't make it. Sangare. Sikakone, they're moving that ball around and making sure that they have options. There's a mismatch on the inside. Sikakone against Jessica Thomas, but Cameroon regained the ball. Effa has her eyes and uses the board, but it doesn't work out for Cameroon.
Cameroon has missed so many easy baskets. You see here that up and over the defense of Cameroon. Amazing from Sangare.
Sangare has been able to express herself here today. She's been given the opportunity to showcase her skill set, and you can see from Coach of Mali, Umaru Sidia. He knows his players, coached them at the youth level, and knows what they can do. Efa, full court press here. Beleka loses the ball, and there is a runner, Jenebanjai, to the basket, and foul good. She will go to the free throw line here, the captain.
I mean, the captain has no fear as she gets the ball and goes straight up hard and gets the and one.
That is such beautiful basketball to experience here. 66 points for Mali, 40 for Cameroon, and that's just the fast foul for Kelia Kipo. Makes it count, the captain. She's up to 9 points. Beleka goes through the middle. There's a foul, Sangare. That makes it 3 team fouls here for Mali. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go.
Beleka got to the line 2 times this game. This would be her second attempt. She has 12 points for Cameroon.
Beleka with yet another opportunity here on the free throw line. She misses, and Sika Kone with yet another rebound here. 16 rebounds for Sika Kone.
I mean, she's just demolishing them on the boards. If you're not going to put a body on Sika Kone, she's going to get the rebound.
Wow, beautifully done there from Sika Kone. She's up to 15 points here and just continues to do a great job. 30 points actually, 67% from the field. Wow. Kipo with that fine finish. And just the way that she was able to square up. There's not so much defense there. And extra 3 points here for Mali.
Yeah, I mean, Cameroon definitely needs any points that they're gonna get anyway and anyhow. You see them in a 1-2-2 right now, trying to disrupt Mali and their offensive flow.
Cameroon have really looked like a shadow of themselves from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm really impressed on the way that Mali has been playing today.
Yeah, nice finish there from Balayera. She's up to 4 points.
They're very focused on every single detail against Cameroon, stopping the go-to players of Cameroon and really locked in.
Efa misses. There was pressure from Sika Kone there as Sissoko runs down the lane. It's always the same thing with Mali. They don't rush any possession. They pass that ball around until they find options. Balayera to Sika Kone, and she's up to 15 points.
And you talk about passing the ball, they have 22 assists, and you cannot ask anything better from a team that plays like a team.
Ewodo, 3 points for Cameroon. Ice in her veins. She loves to execute from that range. Under 1 minute here, 50 seconds. Sissoko. Sangare. Wow, beautiful reaction there. Remarkable from the best line.
It's so nice to see Sangare play to her tempo while she has 10 points in this game.
10 points for Sangare, 13 for Maiga, 15 for Kone. And just an overall contribution for the whole team. Beleka, where has she been with all of this skill set?
I mean, she's been driving it to the basket, but all of her layups have been going in and out, and it just wasn't converting like that last bucket she just gave.
Well, luck is on our side right now as we got to the last 10 seconds of the game. Mali, Sissoko looking for options here. Kamite Daru just showing the sportswomanship there as Mali get their second straight victory here. 49 for Cameroon, 75 for Mali, and they become the fourth team to qualify to the quarterfinals after Uganda, the defending champions Nigeria, and Cote d'Ivoire, the hosts. These four teams get an automatic qualification to the quarterfinals, and you can see the celebration and what it means for them.
I mean, they've been playing, like you said, since they were at their youth level, so they're so happy right now to be on the senior team and win against Cameroon and be in first place in Group B.
They really looked good today, played as a team, and yes, they have 3 players in double digits there. Sika Kone with the 15, 13 for Micah, 10 for Sangare, but Sarah Chano contributed 7, Haidara had the 9, Jenebanjai, the captain, had 9. It just overall had a great game here today. Top quality basketball. The coach, Umaru Sidia, will be very happy. And of course, the assistant, Hamshet Tumaiga, former WNBA champion in 2005. Celebration there with their fans. The drums have been loud from the first minute of this game, and we really enjoyed looking at them and just hearing them sing those songs and celebrate these players.
They've been locked in since tip-off. I love how they played in this game. They played as a team. They were laser focused on the execution that they had to bring against Cameroon, because Cameroon is a good team, and they're so proud as we see them celebrate.
Yeah, you can see the high fives there from all of them and how they're really singing and dancing to the drums. It is always good to see these players find and come alive here and bring all of those African dance moves here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025. What a day, and let's look at the stats from that game. 12 for 16 on the free throw line for Mali, 20% from the free throw from the three-point line for Cameroon, but the turnovers 14 for Cameroon, and they were really out-rebounded. 49 for Mali and 31 for Cameroon. Looking at the top scorers, double digits there for Sika Kone with the 15, Micah with 13, Sangara with the 10, Beleka on the other side with 14, and one less for Jessica Thomas.
I just love the way Mali played today. It's just a joy to see them, a team play as a team and be happy on how they executed from start to finish.
Yeah, but the standout player was, of course, Sika Kone, with help from Haidara Sirachan on that one, and just looking at the way that they managed to box out every time that they had the ball, and the defense that transitioned into offense there. Haidara leading the way for this young Malian team.
Yeah, look at her playing defense against Jessica Thomas, and goes up strong for the layup and throws her hands up to get the crowd pumped. You can see here some of the plays for Cameroon as they were trying to chip away to get some points on the board.
Yeah, Efa combined with Ewodo on that one to get some points for Cameroon, but it was a little bit too late for the indomitable Lionesses. Jessica Thompson finding Silata under the rim, and just that energy was enough for them.
This was a great move. Here, driving to the basket, you see.
Great stuff there from Sangare, using the best line and just coming alive. And the clap there from Sika Kone. But look at the contribution from Geneva Jai in transition. Basket good, and she was able to go to the free throw line. The celebration there, it means so much to these players. But we have to talk about the double-double for Sika Kone. 16 rebounds, 15 points, and the standings here for Group B. Mali finished top of that group with 4 points. Cameroon coming in second, and South Sudan, who are winless here, have the 2 points there. It is the end of day 3 here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Tomorrow will be a rest day and we'll be back with more action on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night. Bonne nuit.